do a garden update. Try and make a quick one, but I have so many plants, these go forever now. The first lot of flowers from the ranunculus I chopped off and put inside in a vase, and they were cute, so these ones are just about ready to chop. This one should go inside. Apparently when they're like spongy, you should put them inside, but I kind of want these two to get a little more spongy before I snip them, and then they bloom inside and they can last for a long time inside apparently, which is good. Whereas the last ones I did, I just cut them off when they were already flowering. But that also means that their bulbs will get more leafy time and propagate more, and we'll get more flowers next year. It's cute. These marigolds still looking very ready. They got some new flowers coming in. We'll see what happens. But these ones having a nice time. I've been cutting them back, so cutting the flowers off sort of early, like this one here might go this morning, which has given more space, which means the polyanthus underneath are doing a lot better, and these cornflowers in the middle here are looking real strong, which is cool. These cornflowers also looking really happy. It's kind of interesting, they're so like, I'll show you on this one actually, because this one's not doing so well. We've had a lot of rain. Last week I basically didn't get in the garden because it was just raining the whole time. But it's weird that they have this like really noodly stem that almost doesn't like stand up, but then they're like so much stronger like here. And so when I look at like these ones, it's just like spaghetti under there, where they're all just like tangled up on top of each other, and then they just stand up. I don't know. It's weird. I just can't figure out how they like propping themselves up. Sorry, that was some shoddy camera work. These razors, I put this one up a little bit more just because it was a little bit too dipped in the water. But we've got these tulips coming through, which at the moment look pretty alien and ugly. But the little viola is going to flower again. There's that one there. And also there's all these little, oh, there's another tulip coming through. Actually, I think there's 10 tulips in here, so what's that? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 so far. So there should be 2 more. I'm hoping it doesn't just like spear through the middle, and I mean, sorry, I would be happy for it to spear through the middle as long as it doesn't lift up and remove my violas, but they're doing like their little, having their little like baby sprouts. Let's see if I can find a rooty one. Maybe not on this one, maybe on this one, which is also spreading. You can see they got those like, maybe you can't, these little teeny tiny like rooty bits. And so some of the ones in the ground, that's kind of where they like attach themselves, and I believe that's where, yeah, like this one again hasn't quite attached itself in the ground yet, but this one has, which you can't see. And that one also has a little flower growing on it. Oh, it soon will be, which is cute. But yes, I think that's how I grow more, is I just grab one of those little rooty clumps and plant it somewhere else, which is fun. So that one's doing alright. Still get these things growing up through, which again, I don't know if they're weeds or if they're billy buttons, because I can't remember where I put billy buttons. Tree's still happy, still spotty, but still happy. It's getting tall. It's getting real tall. And I mean, everything else is pretty standard at the minute. This guy, this little rainbow bush, looks like it might flower soon, which is cute. This like weedy, well not weedy, but this like ratty sort of like struggle bush, it's got these big bulby things on it. And they're still all covered in that yellow, what I assume is pollen. But I don't know, maybe it'll flower. I don't know if this, yeah, I mean, it has to fruit. Oh, sorry, it has to flower if it is a fruit, but I think, but yeah, so I don't know what's going on with that one. Seems like it's trying something. I hope it's happy. Finger lime, still seeing like crazy new growth, but that slowed down just a little bit, with all of the little flowers that are happening everywhere, but particularly like further down. Trunk's getting so thick now as well. Yeah, very thick. I'm still tempted to cut it off here and bonsai it, because that's really cool curly little stump. But I'm hoping either this year or next year it fruits. So I'll wait to see if that happens before I commit to bonsaiing, I think. But it's my constant argument as to whether or not I bonsai this. Oh, and the Dampira is happy. It's going well. I had that branch that it lost, and so I left it on there just as like a reference branch. But yeah, none of the others have gone that way. It seems happy, and I think there's a little spruce coming up from it as well. Again, these little grassy bits at the back, I don't know if they're billy buttons or not.
Yeah, so I think everything's basically the same as far as all of this goes. Mystery beans still going strong. These snow peas are flowering, so hopefully they'll fruit. Sarah ate the bean that was on this one. I don't know if it's happy or so. Oh no, it seems it's got another one coming through. I hope it climbs up this wire, but I don't know that it will. I had to move this one this morning because it was all crawled up through the nasturtium, which is going good. Carrots have gone mental last week. This is so much carrot growth. So that's good. They should be ready to harvest soon enough. These nasturtiums also loving life. We're getting some bigger nasturtium leaves now, which is nice. Look at this one. This one's huge. So hopefully, big boy. So hopefully that'll continue. Because that means that I have to cut less off when we put them in our beans, which will be hopefully less destructive to the plant, because before they were all just like this size, and so every time I wanted to add them to food, I'd have to cut like half the plant off, whereas now you can just get like a couple of leaves and that does the job. I don't know if I showed this one. This is my new addition. This is a grevillea. So it'll have some cute pink flowers on it. I've left that on for now. But it's actually a ground cover. And so it actually just like spreads out along the floor. So like the grass, it would just like spread out flat across it. But what I'm hoping to experiment with and try and do is actually grow it like flat against this wall and kind of just train it, because it'll get full sun the same way on that wall than it would on the ground. I don't know if it's going to try and fight with me and try and like flatten its leaves down, but I'm going to see how I go, see if I can train it. But annoyingly, I got this basket for it, and I was going to hang it like here so that I could grow like all around here, and not have it interfere with this tree. But I had a lot of trouble hanging this basket, so at the moment, these are pre-existing nails because rental are. I've just wrapped some wire from nail to nail, and then just put this basket in it so it can slide back and forth if I need it to. But I really, like, I'd be happy like growing it like here to start with, and then like dropping it down later to like train it up into this spot, so it can even probably go on in a pot on the ground eventually once it's big enough to sort of occupy that space. But right now this is as far to the left as it'll go, and so it's kind of a little bit in the way of this tree, which I'm not super happy about, but I don't really have anywhere else to put it, and it's been sat in that little pot for a couple of days, so I should probably just pot it in this basket to start it off, and then as it gets bigger I'll find a pot and put it here, shuffle everything forward a little bit, and then see if I can start growing it up that wall. And that one flowers from autumn to spring, so that means hopefully like all throughout winter and whatnot I'll have lovely flowers on it, and then a lot of my other stuff flowers in summer, so it'll be nice to have just a little bit of a colourful backdrop flat against the wall that's not taking up too much space but can get to like a big like meter or 2 meter. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, these guys are all happy. This one's growing even more flowers, so that's the flower that was growing not from the central bit that I was like glad that I was getting flowers, just not in the middle. And now if I can find it, there's one in here somewhere. Actually, where is it? Here. There it is. So it's growing right on the edge of the pot there. So that's good. This is still happy, and this bush is... It's a bush, I don't know what it is. But it's still growing
got new growth and all that. I don't know. I don't remember when this one flowers. It gets like really cute little white flowers all throughout it, but I can't see any sort of buds. So maybe it's a spring flower. This is business as usual. This one's got a couple of sad leaves, which I've left on because I'm just going to see what happens when I water it. I remember forever ago we had a bigger, different variant of this, and it like the whole plant went silver, and then I watered it like a lot, and then like an hour or two later it was green again. So I don't think that's going to be the case with these ones, but I thought I may as well leave it on and try it. I also broke off the brown leaves between the ones that weren't brown and the ones that were brown, just so I could see whether further up leaves were also starting to brown, and so far they have not. All of those leaves are still green, so hopefully the browning has stopped. Hopefully the browning was when it wasn't getting enough water, I think, and then now that I've been watering it, then these new ones are happy. And there's just a billion little baby fronds coming up there, which is cute. Yeah, and then this one looks dead, but we'll see. We've brought back plants from the dead before. We'll see how this one goes. This one's still growing new growth. This one still feels a bit drier than I would have expected it to feel, and it's not seeing any new growth, but it is winter, so we'll see. This one seems no different, so hopefully we'll also come back from the almost dead. And everything else seems happy. I'm glad this one hasn't really changed much, because I wasn't sure if it was going to be happy in this spot, but it seemed happy enough. So yeah. Oh, and then the only other thing is, I mean, I've got some new rocks in my little princess fern bowl, because I've been finding those when I've been climbing up on the roof to collect sticks for bean struts. But Sarah got me this, which is a little plant journal, and it's got like a 3-year sort of like, so this is like July, week before, and then it's like this is for the next year and this is for the year after, so you can sort of like look back at what was happening in your garden. And then it also has yeah, you can look back at what was happening in your garden and compare, but then it also has, okay, well that's spring, but it's like tells you like handy hints, but also has month to month. It tells you like what you can sow according to what your temperature zone is and whatnot, which is really cool. So I don't really have a big enough garden to utilize their sort of strategy to the fullest, but it's fun sort of just like noting all, like looking at all the changes in the garden, and doing a little bit of mindfulness in just being present in the garden, but then also getting to, you know, look at what changes from year to year. Yeah, it's good fun.